Hello. Welcome, one and all. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. This is Monday, August 18th. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you know, had a good one. Hope you got to enjoy your day off if you had a day off, if you had to work. Hopefully work wasn't too hard on you. Hopefully y'all had a good time. Hope you had a good time of it. I want to welcome y'all back to the time feed once again. It is yours truly, Call Sign Henshin, coming to you live from the year 2285. How is everyone doing today? It was a great weekend. I had an amazingly great weekend. It was my birthday on Saturday. I got myself Donkey Kong Bonanza. Overall, I've been playing that all weekend, so I've been thoroughly entertained. I literally nearing the end of the game. I literally played it all night. I couldn't stop. I'm already at the reveal of the big swerve in the game. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone. I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody, but if you know, you know. So that's my weekend. But yeah, I want to thank everyone who sent out birthday wishes, whether on Twitter, Discord, or what have you. I want to thank y'all for sending those out. Sending those out. Making a soldier feel loved. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. But hey, it ain't all about just me over here. It's just hey you. Hey, you thought I forgot. No, you thought I wasn't gonna do the thing. Hey, did you do that thing that you said you were gonna do this weekend? Did you finally talk to that person that you've been putting off talking to for the longest time? Did you finally send that message to that person who was actually more talented than you, but you want to learn from, but you were always insecure about it, so you decided not to do it anyway because you thought you'd be outside of their league, or they'd be outside of your league? Did you go to that place that you always wanted to check out? Because if you haven't, there's still time, but the sooner you do it, the better. You know what I mean? The sooner you do it, the better it is. Because again, it's about enriching your life. Live your life to the fullest. Make sure you're enjoying every bit of life because we only get one life, baby. We only get one life. Live it, baby. That's what we do. Live life. Live life. Are you listening to me, chat? Live life. They're listening to me. So I hope you guys, got to do those things. Hope you got to do those things. Live your life. Because I'm living mine, right? I'm living my truth. Hell yeah. So it is Monday. Y'all already know what we do on Mondays. It is superhero Zatsudan time. I hope you guys are ready for this week because we are, as the title states, we are nearing the home stretch on our boy Gavv. And from what I understand, the man has already been served his flowers. He's already like, it's over. It's done. So it's been a long series. We have 3 more weeks. This week is episode 48, then we get 49 next week, and then we round it out on 50 on the 31st, which means obviously we'll be talking about it at the start of the month. The last hurrah of Gavv we'll be talking about it on the Zatsudan on September 1st, and we're gonna not only are we gonna talk about Gavv, we're gonna go on a I'm gonna go on a full on retrospective of how I felt the series was as a whole because I feel like the series was kind of like I don't think anyone expected it. I don't think anyone expected it to be as good as it was or to go the places it went. So I have thoughts on that, but we're going to show those. I'm going to share those on the first when we get there because I feel like looking back on the series once it's over, I feel like is going to be a big thing. Yeah, it's going to be merited. It's going to be merited. So hopefully you guys will be there for that one. But we got a lot of things happening this week, so I feel like before we get into the review proper, I kind of want to talk to you guys for a minute. Um, this week you're only getting 3 streams. Now you're probably wondering, what does that even mean? You're only getting 3 streams. We already get 3 streams. Now I'm going to explain. Um, there is no stream on Saturday. There is no Arma stream on Saturday. Okay. There will be no Arma stream because I will have prior obligations that I need to fulfill. So unfortunately, I will not be streaming that day. However, an interesting wrinkle kind of just presented itself. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Um, let me go ahead and pull this up right quick. Ow! Is that my jaw? Holy crap! So let me go ahead and pull this up. Hold on. Well, that's not what I intended to do, but that'll do. That'll do. So there apparently tomorrow. Let's get this bigger up. Let's get this in here. So tomorrow, um, now I'm not confirming that the stream is happening, but it looks like if I can find some space right here, that'll work. That'll work. Tomorrow there is a 45-minute direct about Kirby Air Riders. Now, normally I don't do streams for like if it's about one game, but it's 45 minutes, so I feel like there's more to it than that. Now, am I thinking they're announcing other games to come out in this? No, I don't think that's it at all. But um, 45 minutes is a lot for one game. Hell, I don't even think the Donkey Kong Bonanza one was 45 minutes. So I'm baffled as to why we're getting 45 minutes of Air Riders. Because again, I think if you look back, Donkey Kong Bonanza I think was only like 15, 20 minutes. Why are we getting 45 minutes of Kirby Air Riders? Now, what is because here Kirby Air Riders is not. Let me put it to you like this. Kirby Air Riders is not like breaking new. It's not like breaking news, right? Like, or maybe that's not the term I'm looking for. It's not. It's not groundbreaking, I guess, but like, because we've all played Kirby Air Ride. We love Kirby Air Ride, but I feel like I don't think there's a lot you can do to Kirby Air Ride. Like, because I feel like the game is good. Like, you don't need to like fix it, right? Don't fix what ain't broke. So there's not really a lot that there needs to be done to Kirby Air Ride for the new generation. Like, as long as like multiplayer city trial, I think like that's the big one. That's the big one. Multiplayer city trial. I think that's the big one. Nobody really cares about Top Ride. Because Top Ride was like nothing, right? It's a cute little gimmick. And then like of course you got the main races, like whatever. So it's like So I feel like you don't really need to add much to Kirby Air Ride to bring it up to speed for the new age. But again, that being said, why do we need 45 minutes? Right? Because again, Donkey Kong Bonanza was like only 15, 20, I think. So why? Why do we need a 45 minutes for this? So now again, I want to preface this because it is so early in the morning. It is like on my end, it's like 8 a.m. Right? So it's like it's at 8 a.m. and I usually sleep till like noon. So there's a good chance this stream might not happen. This stream right here, this might not happen, and I will more than likely just like bring it up on Thursday or something, right? But I am saying that like I will still make an effort to do a stream. So if you guys are up at like 8 a.m., a Kirby Air Riders Direct will be happening, and I will be doing a stream for it. Okay, so that will be in replacement of the Saturday stream That is not happening. There is no Arma this week due to prior obligations. You're still getting Fallout London on Thursday, and of course, you're getting today's stream. So you're still getting 3 streams this week, but it'll tomorrow will just be like super early in the morning and may not happen. And then tomorrow, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow it may happen, may or may not happen. But regardless, you're still getting Fallout London on Thursday, and and then obviously we're not having Arma on Saturday. But that's just for this week. Okay. Next week we just go back to our regularly scheduled programming. So you get your Zatsudan on Monday, your Fallout London on Thursday, and then your Arma on Saturday morning. So that, as it stands, is the tentative plan. That is what is going on this week. I I will get into the habit of publishing schedules at some point, but this was kind of dropped on us like super early. Was it this morning? When was this dropped on us? Yeah, that was dropped on us 8 hours ago. So that was dropped on us this morning. So that was on like flies in the face of, because normally I would have a schedule. If I was doing a schedule, I would try to have it done by Sunday. But that kind of like flies in the face of it. So that's neither here nor there. But but I digress. So you're getting the Zatsudan today. Tomorrow you may or may not be getting a direct stream depending on if I wake up for it or not. And then on Thursday you're still getting Fallout London. No stream on Saturday. Okay? Just letting y'all know. That's what's going on this week. And then next week we go back to our regular, and you're not when there's not going to be any big deviations from the schedule until October. Because October I have another prior engagement, so there's that. Wait, I think I actually have an event in September too. Actually, hold on, I'll have to get back to y'all on that. I don't remember what day it is, but yeah, I'll have to remember because there's an event I'm going to. I'm supporting a fellow VTuber by going to they're doing a con thing in September. They're a very close friend of mine. It's not VTuber related, however. They're actually there in a different capacity, but I'm there to show my support, even though because it's a horror convention, and I am not a horror guy. I don't like horror things of that sort. Not a big fan. Not a fan. But I am a fan of my friend, and I am going to support her at this con. So I'm heading out there for that. So there's that. I don't know if it's on a Saturday. I'll let y'all know. I don't think it is. I think it was a Friday. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong though. But I will let you guys know in advance if that of what goes on there with that, or if it is even happening. Because I know like a lot of things have like been changing in her life as of late. So I don't know if anything that she's doing is going to interfere with that appearance or not. But I'll let you know. Anyway, but I digress. Next this week, no stream on Saturday. You're getting possibly getting a stream tomorrow at 8 in the morning. And then after that, oh, by the way, the stream tomorrow. If I do this stream tomorrow, dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know why I like streaming. When I do direct reacts, I love streaming those to YouTube. I don't know why, I just do. But that's what's going to happen. But yes, you're getting the Zatsudan today. You're getting this tomorrow, possibly, if I wake up for it. And then on Thursday, you're still getting Fallout London, but no stream on Saturday. All right, that's enough of that. All right. With the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his head. It's gonna be so disconcerting for people who listen to the VOD and don't hear that music. But I just hear Big Iron. And that's on the pavement, and as many men were dead. Love that song. Why is that so? It's such a memeable song. It's such a good song. And died each one. Done in 19 more. All right, but let's not dawdle here. So we got Kamen Riders Gavv episode 48 and Gozuger episode 26. And we are in the final stretches, folks. We are in the thick of it. We are in the trenches. Preload. There you go. All right. So y'all know how this works. Y'all know how this works. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, you know how it works. But if you're new, the way it works is that we queue up the video at 0, right? This video is starting at 0, and then I count us down 5, 4, 3. Wait, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1. It doesn't know what to do with the thumb. Let me try this one. Okay, that was a little better. I count it down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? I hit go. We hit play at the same time. We live react, and of course, anything that's worth discussing, we discuss. But we're not just gonna go ooh ah. Like we're gonna actually try to, you know, go in there deep with it. This is a live react, but it is also a discussion. So if you notice something you can say it in chat. We'll talk about it in real time because this is just a live react. This is a discussion. This is a discussion. So if you have anything you want to add, you can add it in the chat. I will acknowledge it during the runtime. No pauses. We go through full bore. So this is how we usually do it. So make sure you have Kamen Rider Gavv episode 48 loaded up. I cannot tell you where to find the episode because obviously, there's logistics behind that. We don't want to fuck up as Toku fans. So if you know where to find it, you know where to find it. All right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to go here. On his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, iron on his hip. Sorry, it's a good song. I have to let it run. God, we need a New Vegas revamp. Oh, speaking of, I don't know when, but I'm gonna just real quick alike. I don't know when, but I am planning to work on a video. It's a Fallout video. It's not a gameplay video. It's kind of more like a opinion video based on several facts that have been presented. I did a TikTok a while ago where I speculated on the possibility of Fallout 4 coming to Switch 2. And with recent evidence that's come out, I kind of want to elaborate on that a little more because it looks like not only are we getting like a massive update to Fallout 4, but I feel like there's nuance and there's credence to the fact that it could be a whole new edition of Fallout, and on top of that, there could be a Fallout 4 Switch 2 version on top of that. So I'm gonna compile those in a video. I'm gonna hopefully get that out before the end of the month because that was a recent thing. Plus, I'm also keeping my eye to the grindstone of any new Fallout news that comes out in regards to the quote unquote possible new update for Fallout 4. So that's going to be coming in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. I just gotta download DaVinci Resolve and do some shit because I don't know where my Sony Vegas installation is, and I feel like Sony Vegas ain't gonna cut it. So we're, your boy is gonna have to teach himself DaVinci Resolve. So there it is. All right. So make sure you got your video all queued up there. Make sure you got it all queued up in there. 000. Make sure it's at the start. You've left it loading, or if you have it downloaded, you have it ready to hit play. This is Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 48. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, sorry, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Recap. I would shudder. I would very much shudder to imagine what would happen. Very much shudder as to what would happen if those black Gojisos actually made it into a player, into a belt. Oh, here he goes. Oh! No! The Whip Soldiers took the hit! Get your shield, man. What are you doing? God, Jeeb, get over yourself, man. Okay, okay, that was too convenient. That was too fucking convenient. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, we're gonna miss this theme. Nuna wasanai sonaseka ikana eru tame got bo kanaji got maramo mani ichimo onaji na ikarasa oni vedela todo pera kimochi aji wa ateku Date wakare ikuse no hito no nagare imi wa kanji ni nidai no taete mo egao on the top try to run into somewhere Mina being kind, not only Jibo Dotoko, the Radican, Datoma Moshigimi, as a drama. Ugh. I can't Japanese is such a tongue twister. I can't. It's so difficult. I am on Ichibyo, Mabushite, no na shunkan, modare, Nimo Buma wasanai, Sona seka ikana eru tame, Suko yuku yoro toshite, never enough, make someone laugh, so take on top, ni nataku, Kito mira inashi wa wase wa eka. Ugh. I can't. Words. What are words? I can't. Words. I can't. Words. God, I can't believe we're. God, it always feels so bittersweet when a writer series ends. Excuse me. A bit of an apology there. Yep. Just licking our wounds here, man. Just God. I hate that Lizelle has not seen battle. I hate that bitch is just there, and we haven't even seen her true form, and we only got like 3 more weeks. Yeah, no one believes you got that grit, bro. You ain't about that grit. Okay, so they acknowledge they're fake, so they can't. I don't think they can use them. So yeah, like you can't use that kind of like a last ditch. Just fucking out here with bug nets. The man has plot armor. We don't acknowledge that shit. Come on, just out here with bug nets. Uh, Okay, she's clear. I, this is fourth wall break. God, I wish I could like clear my nose without having to like without the mic picking it up, but I don't have like a mute button. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh, we just okay. Come on, show your true colors. Oh, you know what? We knew. We kind of knew. We kind of knew. Yet her just outright saying it out loud is kind of fucked. Literally keeps him around because he's trying to fucking fight. Literally keeps him around because he's a fucking bitch. That's literally why she keeps him around. I swear to God, if the fucking hallucination says you know she's using you, right? Oh, oh shit. Yep, no. I was even the hallucination knows. Yeah, you're fucked. The hallucination is just like, yeah, no, 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 you're not. No. The hallucination just said, yeah, it dipped. Just no. Hmm. I'm still mad Sachika never got a fucking belt. Why was I trying to smash a watermelon? Gallagher. Oh, really? He never met him the entire runtime? He never met him. Why do we keep coming back here, you fuck? Oh, there we go. Lango. Here we go. Are you gloating? Can you get off your fucking pedestal, my dude? What is your. Okay, okay. Let's see what Lango's reasoning is for this. And we're just cut down. Okay, just cut away. Like we're never gonna see it. Uh, Somebody has to tell him what's going on. What? It's like dawning comprehension, I think. Okay, so he's running the plan. That's okay. Okay, yeah, no, that's non-committal. That's a non-committal fine if I've ever heard one. Rebuild his family, but like, bro, they're all fucking dead. And the one that you got near you, you don't even give a fuck about. You don't give a fuck about Gavv. You don't give a fuck about him. And now the exchange a glance of uncertainty. Eh? I was expecting to hear an audible from Gavv. Wait, does this mean Lango gets a belt? Uh-oh. Oh shit. Does he get away with it? Uh oh. Okay, how did you kidnap her? The fucking rope. The fucking rope. Hold on, I know you got power, bitch. How are you just held by ropes? This is the weirdest confrontation ever. Weird. Oh, battle armor. Oh shit. No. Uh oh. This is a fight. This is a fight, baby. All right, where does everybody else come in? Oh, he still got the slash over his eye. This is the heroic shot. This is the hero team up we've been needing. This is cinema. This is cinema. 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 Absolute cinema. Absolute business. Oh, they got the drone footage. This is how you know the battle about to go crazy. They got drone footage. Holy shit. Oh, the metal pipe. Metal pipe. Ah, you hit him with the Inuyasha down. Cling. God, I always wonder, like, how do they do the flying backward shit? Like, is there like an invincible bungee cord there? Get him! Oh my god, what the fuck is this? This man one-handed choke slammed him. Oh my, nah, you really went there. Grateful to be shit. That's worth. That's not it. Where's the MacGuffin? Where's the MacGuffin? We know it's coming. Where's the MacGuffin? Here comes the speech. We live. We live. Come on, where the MacGuffin at? Where the MacGuffin? Give us a MacGuffin. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. You can't steamroll them to this long without something big coming. My man had a half-eaten bag of gummies in his pocket. What the fuck? Here it comes. Come on. Oh my god, with rocks and wait. He ate it. Oh, I get it. I get it. He ate it with rocks. I get it. Like I thought like okay, maybe you're not aware, and then I remember granules eat rock. Yeah, no, that clicks. That clicks. Fire. Release the hounds. Say it. Explosions. One small gummy gives him his ultimate power up. It's not something elaborate. It's not a fucking. It's not like an extra attachment. No, just regular gummy. And now he is the OP king. All because he ate a gummy and some rocks. He got a hit in. Get in there, guys. What are you doing? Wait for it. He's on fire for three. Wait, he's melting him. What the fuck? Wait, are you trying to tell me this guy's okay? What the fuck? Shining finger. Gundam that shit. Oh, you were saying? Here it comes. Oh, this is gonna kick all the ass. Mix it up. Oh, this is. Oh, yeah. He sucks. He's still gonna live. Like, we still have 3 episodes. Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Really? 2 episodes after this, and we already killed the what? Yep. Here comes the betrayal. There it is. Yep. 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 No, we're killing him. Yeah, you knew he wasn't playing. You knew he wasn't playing. Oh, there we go. He finally figures it out. So yeah, like it's literally like yeah, you knew it was coming. Like there's no way he was playing nice. Maybe Nielv, but not Lango. Lango's in it for himself. You know how it is. So yeah, like this is winding out to be interesting because now like you killed the one guy that was the big bad. Lango isn't really that much of a big bad in terms of the story per se. I mean, he is, but like obviously Boko was the bigger threat. Now he's gone, so now we're just kind of like it feels kind of like ending a rivalry, right? Like the way I see it, it's um, kind of Naruto Sasuke esque, where it's like okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not the right analogy I'm thinking of. But it's like, okay, these two people can't stand each other, but like then like one of them kind of like disappears and the other one does his own thing, and then the other one comes back, and then like it's more like they team together to face the big bad, and then now that that guy's out of the way, they can truly match wits. Maybe Naruto actually is the right analogy. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch enough Naruto to be able to make that analogy, but like it's very much that like it's just time to truly test our strength, right? Because the way I look at it, um, Lango was gone too long for him to like factor into anything. So he's kind of like when Sasuke kind of like disappeared for a little bit for training purposes, and we still had like Gavv throughout the whole thing. So it's kind of like this whole okay, I'm back. I possibly got stronger. I don't think I don't think Lango's got stronger. I don't. But yeah, but ultimately I mean he barely survived, but he didn't really like become more powerful. He had to beat Boca with a bitch move, with a stab in the back. So I don't think that I don't know how it's gonna end, but like I feel like just have not to mention we have to tie up the loose end with Lizelle, right? Because she's still there. For all we know, the father left everything to her in the fucking will. For all we know. So it's just like, okay, where are we going with this? Where exactly does this go, right? So there's still too many questions, and we only got 2 more weeks to answer them, right? So we know Gavv and Lango are going to fight. We know that for a fact. That's coming. That's probably going to be the end, either the end of next week's episode. Either Lango dies, or that's probably going to be like maybe within the first half, because obviously we need time to do the aftermath. So ultimately, I think. Um, so yeah, ultimately that Lizelle stuff and everything all has to be resolved in the back end, which kind of sucks. But like she never even once showed her true form, Or maybe she did she? Maybe at the start, but I don't recall. No, yeah, she did. She did. She did. But it was brief. I don't remember it because it was in Jeep's flashback. So of course it's not gonna stick. But like, we never saw her fight. Sure, she threw some pot shots, from a distance, but bitch never got in a fight. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? So that episode, I think I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it a 7. Right? No, 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 no. Maybe no. 7 just feels right. Right? Like I'm thinking about it, and it's like the action was good. We finally put down Boca. Now Lango's, but I don't know. I feel like maybe it just kind of like came in. Right? We're not doing any like. There was no like big build up to something other than the fight. There was no like ongoing turmoil or anything like that. But that doesn't make it mean it was bad. It was a good episode. So I'm feeling it in my heart, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta give that one a 7, right? And don't get me wrong, it was excellent to see the battle. I think what took away from me was that you brought in the drone camera, but the battle didn't ever use like the choreography itself was not that high impact, was not that intense to merit a drone shot. So yeah, because the quality on that video went down tremendously. You know what? A drone's being brought in when the quality of the video dies down. But personally, I feel like you didn't want to bust out the drone for that one. It set my expectations up a little bit too high, so I think it kind of like brought it down a little bit. But ultimately, I think yeah, a 7 feels right for this week's episode. Feels about right. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going on ad break, folks. We are going on ad break. When we come back, we will be doing episode, I believe it is 26. I believe. Let me pull that back up. Yes, episode 26 of Gozuger. We'll be doing that after the ad break. So stick right here. We will be right back. We're going to see what zany shenanigans our wannabe decade, right? Wannabe decade Sentai is going to bring us today. So stick right here. We will be back after the ad break. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. All right. Before we get started with Gozuger, I just kind of want to kind of get my rant out of the way early. Um, I'm not expecting anything to come of this. Like, I'm expecting another, because based on the preview from last week, I'm just expecting another filler episode. Like, I'm not there's again, I have my grievances with the fact that these fuckers don't ever have a long-term story. Like, this is WWE booking if I've ever seen it. There's no continuity, there's no long-term story. There's no wait, let's go ahead and pause it. There's no long-term storytelling in Gozuger. This is my biggest grievance with Gozuger. This is why I keep saying I can never give it over a 7 or an 8. It'll never achieve 9 to 10 unless it addresses that. I don't think they're addressing it in this episode. Because ultimately my biggest problem with Gozuger is that it just doesn't, how do I put this? It doesn't it suffers from lack of long-term storytelling. We're literally doing the week-to-week monster with no long-term goal. And even the what is supposed to be the long-term goal is of the rings, get all the rings and everything. They feel like an afterthought, right? That's my biggest grievance. Like, not a lot of importance is put on not so much in the collection. No, not so much in the rings themselves. Like, they're there, they have powers, but they don't. Overall, their overarching like existence in the story. What's their overarching goal for those rings feels non-important. That has always been my biggest grievance with this show, is that the rings just exist. Like, there's no importance placed on what they're actually supposed to do, and in some cases it's like they feel unimportant. Like, don't get me wrong, the pieces are there. Like, everyone has a ring because they're achieving a dream, because they have a dream. But no one out there outside of our main heroes are the ones collecting the rings. Therefore, they feel insignificant, right? They're always on a person, and these people are just living their lives. They're not out there hunting for the rings like they're the fucking Dragon Balls. They're not like out there hunting, because at least in Dragon Ball, even though it's usually our main protagonists, the ones that always find them, at least they made a choice in the series to show other people attempting to find the Dragon Balls. It wasn't just Goku and them, right? But for some reason, we just see people get a Sentai ring and then be like, yeah, I'm cool. No one else is collecting these rings, which puts super less importance on the whole thing of, hey, you get all 50 Sentai rings, you get a wish. Like, that just somehow doesn't matter, right? And then on top of that, the backstories of all the characters are just thrown in and out. Like, they have no sense. Again, my biggest grievance is the Oto storyline with Rikuo's friend and all that shit. Like, was there for 2 episodes and then teased to be coming back, and then we don't see him ever again, right? And then the gravitas of Rikuo turning on the team never went nowheres. It, like, he turned on them for half an episode and then, oh, he's back. Like, there are no stakes. There's no stakes in Gozuger, and that is my biggest grievance with Gozuger. And I know for a fact we're going to watch today, and we're getting a lot of meta jokes because today is the day Toeru becomes a member of Toei's staff. Which, if there are not meta jokes in this video, in this series, in this episode, I'm going to be pissed. Because I'm setting myself up for meta jokes. And if there are no meta jokes, I'm going to be pissed. But regardless, again, that's just a thing that's happening. Right? And Gardudo just feels like this guy that you keep bringing in and out. Like, he's just like, nothing makes sense in the way they wrote this thing. This feels like the epitome of WCW car crash booking. There's no continuity. There's nothing. There's no thread. There's no byline. There's no nothing. This just feels like they booked it at the last minute. That's what it feels like. You book this. This is like South Park booking if South Park writing if South Park writing was shit. Because you know the deal with South Park is they have 7 days to create an episode. Motherfucker, you have 7 days to create a Sentai episode, and you're it's like their head. Did they get Vince Russo to write this shit? I feel like Vince Russo is writing Gozuger because, dear God, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Again, I want to press it. That doesn't mean the episodes are not enjoyable, right? I enjoy watching these episodes, but man, I wish there was some goddamn continuity. I wish there was some goddamn continuity. But I digress. I wanted to get that rant out of the way early. I wanted to get that out of the way early so that way we know. It's like, because I feel like I repeat myself every week with this rant, and I wanted to get it out of the way early because otherwise we're just chewing the fat at the end of the episode. So, anyway, let's get into it. We are looking at Gozuger episode 26. Let me get this ready. All right, make sure it's set to 0. Make sure it is set to 0. We're going in. We're going to, as you know, review the episode. We're going to live react to it. If anyone wants to point something out in the chat, they can do so. We'll talk about it while the show's rolling on. No pauses. We go full in. Okay? So, number 1 Sentai Gozuger episode 26. Make sure you have that pulled up. And if you have it pulled up, make sure it's set to 0. Y'all know the deal. When I say go, hit play, and we will begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Recap. I gotta learn Gozu Unicorn's name. I keep forgetting it. I only and the other names I only know because fuckhead keeps using weird diminutives. And now we see Hoeru wearing a suit. Why is he wearing a suit? He's wearing glasses. What are you doing? Says, when do you wear glasses, my guy? You got a permanent job. Yeah, let's see how that rolls. Motherfucking Toei. A proper Yep, meta jokes. Bring on the meta jokes. Dun, dun, dun. Bring on the meta jokes. Bring on the meta humor. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, da 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 down. I swear to God, if this is actually his permanent job and he's just an employee of Toei for the rest of the show, I'll be fucking. I'll laugh my ass off. Chumbo L. God, this show is just so full of MacGuffins. You know what's funny is that like I give Sentai shit for how they edit the sixth Ranger in, like the sixth Sentai in. But like again, I've said this already, but I love how they like wrote him into the intro for this. I just hate at the end it always looks like he's hovering. Because he's standing on the logo itself and then the logo fades out, he's just hovering. And they don't explain that away. He's just hovering. He's just hovering. The fuck? Okay, this ought to be hilarious. Meanwhile, at Toei Studios, we're getting so. Why are we getting meta? Why? I am not used to Hoer in a suit. What is he? What does he even do? Ooh, the green screen room where they're filming sets. Tonohiro has a new job. If they do not reference Zets, I'm gonna be annoyed. Why? I feel like I should know that name. You don't know what kind of company this is, huh? He's gonna. Ah, now he's in streetwear. Okay. Okay, so he's. Yes, Kamen Rider. Yes, yes. He acknowledged me. Yes, dude. If it was canonical that when it was stage production on Kamen Rider, I would lose my fucking mind. I I feel like there's a reference in there. Oh, you motherfucker! Hey, like already we're into some bullshit. We're into some bullshit. Is this cup? Wait, wait, wait. Hold on, Toronto. Hold on. Hold on. Don't start questioning shit. Don't question the freaking executives. He got fucked. He got fucked because he took this job. Oh god. I feel my brain cells melting away. Why are we doing a show for the go? Why? What's the Yeah, the meta. Oh god, it's a clip show. It's a clip show. It just clicked with me. It's a clip show. I think it's a clip show. Mean? What are you doing? Yeah, it's a clip show. It's a clip show. I should have seen it coming. We're at episode freaking 25. We're at the halfway point. Of course, it's a clip show. Oh my god. I I'm trying to fist like I don't know if you, I'm trying to fist palm as hard as I can. God, I'm gonna start huffing markers. Ah, I'm gonna start huffing markers. This I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting a damn clip show. So I feel bad. I feel like I feel like I've been bamboozled. I feel like I've been bamboozled. I'm mad. Like I thought this was actually going to be a thing. No, this is just an elaborate clip show, and I'm pissed. I am so pissed. Oh, so yeah, we're just openly acknowledging. Okay, so at least they're acknowledging it. This is just I. Why did I get my hopes up for this? I thought this was actually going to be a tell. I thought this was going to be like a funny. Like I thought this was going to be a good. Like I don't know why I got my hopes. I thought this was going to be like shenanigans at Toei with meta jokes. No, it's an elaborate clip show, and I'm mad. I'm mad. Why am I mad? Like I don't know why I got my hopes up. Oh, there we go. Well, at least we brought it back for the clip show. I just I just crack his muscles, crack his bones. My soul hurts. My soul hurts. I heard the crack, and I'm not a fan. He just does. He just does that. He just clicks the board. This is what we're using the goddamn green screen studio for, and I'm mad. Why am I mad? I'm mad because it's a clip show. I I don't know what it is. I just don't like clip shows, man. I don't. Ah, I don't like clip episodes, man. You're wasting a week. We could be telling story here. I I just have a general dislike, and not to mention most clip episodes are fucking cringe. I can't deal with them. I can't deal with them because one, you're telling me shit I already know, and two, you always present it in a way that hurts my soul. So I'm like trying to survive this. You know you're gonna get to the episode at the end of the episode. Producer's gonna see that he's a Gozuger. He's gonna leave the henshin, and then he's gonna be like, "I don't believe it. That's just special effects." That's gonna be the meta joke. You know that's gonna be the meta joke. It's gonna be special effects joke. Like this just hurts. Like, bro, don't. I just cannot. I can't do clip episodes. I can't. I will have. Mainly because they're making Hoeda look bad. Okay, I'm going to believe that the producer is a no one in disguise. Oh, okay. There's the joke. There he is. Yep. カードスポンスの適用でお送りします. Hoeda, don't say anything. Don't say anything. I hate this. I hate this so fucking much. Gussie Fuller's the fucking toys on his head. Just God, I this hurts. I Okay. At least we're getting freaking Gussie Polar, which is fucking awesome. He's not talking a lot, which is good. And that throne is reused from fucking King Ocher. I know it. This is a simulation. It has to be a simulation. This is just man. Wait, how did you all get backstage passes? Okay, there's your meta joke. There's your meta joke. Okay, okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny again. We're back. We're back. It's like you brought me back with the meta jokes. You brought me back. I hate that that's what brought me back, but it brought me back because it was genuinely funny. God, that Gyaru episode was so fucking weird. Buffering. Get him. Just, just fucking. Yep, we just choreographed this in real time. Oh, nah, it's clicking. Oh, it won't click. Why is he looking around like he's stupid? That there he goes. Yep. Here we go. I love how we're just okay. The battle stops. Storytelling. Here we go. Like, bro, like literally, this couldn't wait for after he beats the fucking grunt. This couldn't wait. Like, I'm nitpicking at this point, but yeah, yeah. Like, God, like we're tying it all together, but like, man, this started rough. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is like, I feel like this was like they didn't have a lot of budget for this, which again that sounds weird considering they did a whole green screen segment. But I feel like why else would you just do this in like this whole Toei centric episode? Like I don't. It feels like a weird thing. Gorinka. Interesting. I love how I play the Toei fanfare. Okay, so I thought it was like a radical power because they had all of their rings. No, it's just from one ring. I am the number one Toei employee. That's okay. You know what? You know what? This has been redeemed. He's probably about to be fired. Yep, he's fired. Hey, fuck off! I you okay? That was funny. That was fucking funny. I'll grant you that. Yeah, this is just okay. Interesting. Amnesia angle. We're playing the amnesia angle. Okay. And here's a fucker who's dressed like fucking the one Kamen Rider dude I forget the name of. Or what's his name? The snake dude? I forget his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? His name should be memorable. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. Okay. So, six. 6 out of 10. Here's the thing: I despise clip episodes. I despise them, but they do have their moments. Um, I will admit this one had their moments. I think the funniest part was Candle, was fucking Candle, dude, was fucking. He threw up the triangle and they put the logo in it. That shit was funny, and then they censored it. Like that whole shtick. That whole stick was funny. Like they lost me because it was just like you're leaving Hoyru out, and I just feel cringe. I feel horrible throughout the first half. You had me back in the second half. They had me in the second half. Not gonna lie. So when you started bringing it back, like everything like just started clicking, and like yeah, we're having a good time now. We're having a good time. But it was a rough start to what ultimately would become, a pretty solid episode, albeit it was a clip episode, so it loses points because we're not doing anything new. We're touching on anything, and if anything, it was just a further reminder that I fucking hate clip shows because you're just reminding us of shit. And in this case, you're reminding me that the fact that you guys have no through line. You acknowledged it. You acknowledge Take a June and all that shit, but it doesn't add up to your actions from the past several episodes. It doesn't add up. So I have issues with it. Okay, I have beef. I have beef. So ultimately, and I said this last week, I cannot honestly give Gozuger anything above an 8. I cannot until they rectify this. And this, I knew for a fact going into it, we weren't going to get a resolution because that's something that takes time. But in the case of this episode, it was a clip episode, so they didn't really progress the story. It was just a thing that happened there. So there was no progression. So, and in all honesty, I can't bring myself to give it anything past an 8. But I can't give it a 7 either because, again, it was a clip episode. We didn't do shit. And not to mention the rough start, the cringe rough start, but then you got me back in the end. Like, yeah, I'll give you a 6. It was okay. An okay show. Too many mistakes, man. I just want to see the series thrive, man. I want to see this. Hell, I'll even echo the sentiment of the Bell dude, of the Golden Bell dude. I forget his name, but he please continue to gain more popularity. More influence, like what he said. Like, like I want this show to succeed, but like, and of course it's succeeding with the demographic it's meant for, which is like young adults and kids. But like, as an adult looking at this, it's just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We as a society in this show, like, what is the motivation? There's just so much wrong, right? There's just so much that I dislike about this. And maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe there have been other Sentais in the past that have done this, where they like don't give, where they don't acknowledge the through line either. Maybe I'm being a dick about it, but like the way I see it, and maybe this is my brain making unfair comparisons to Kamen Rider in this regard, but Sentai is just does not have like a full acknowledgement of their story. Like there's no ongoing story. And maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's my fault that I'm not treating it like a Sentai is where you just fight the monster of the week. Like I'm treating it as a series that should be giving me a goddamn story. But you're not giving me a story. You're giving me a bunch of bits and pieces that somehow don't interconnect, even though they should. And on top of that, your through line there is no constant ongoing story. It's just the monster of the month. It's just the monster of the week, and that's it. Hell, the bridals are barely even acknowledged. We got acknowledgement of them today, but the fact that there was not even a no one tied to this, it was fucking weird. Like, I swear the bridals don't even we don't even acknowledge their lair anymore. Take a June, I think, has said one thing since the reboot. She's had one episode of speaking lines since the reboot. And I feel like that. I don't know, man. This just feels incredibly disjointed. And I'm not a fan. And I'm not a fan. I say as I actually enjoy the show. But I'm not a fan of just leaving us up in the air. You know? We have nothing to latch onto. There's no end game here. All right? The goal of collecting the rings to grab a wish granted feels insignificant. And I said it before. I said it before we started the show, and today it felt even more significant. The fact that they acknowledge all this shit. Hell, I think even thinking back to what they were saying, they don't even acknowledge the fact that getting all the rings grants you a wish. They acknowledge that if Tegajun gets all the rings, she gets, she'll be able to surpass Tega's sword. But they don't acknowledge the fact that the Sentai rings are supposed to be collected, so whoever collects all of them will have their wishes come true. That was literally what the series was founded on, and it's not acknowledged. And it drives me insane that it's not acknowledged. They're being very selective with what is acknowledged and what isn't, and it drives me nuts. It really does. It really does. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna like. Well, I say I'm not gonna let it get to me, but I think it's pretty clear it's gotten to me. I think it's pretty fucking clear that it's gotten to me. And yeah. So ultimately, I'm gonna give again. I gave Gavv a 7. We're giving Gozuju this week a 6. But just to remind you, we have 2 more weeks of Gavv. On September 1st, I will be giving a retrospective. Not like a big like I'm not doing like this big extensive like production. We're just gonna go into what basically the bullet points of what the story was for Gavv as a whole. Look back on it and give the series an overall rating. That's what I mean by retrospective. So that's what's gonna happen on September 1st after we watch Gavv. So we're probably gonna watch Gavv super early and then take some time to actually like get into the retrospective shit, because that's gonna come after, and then goes Yuji and whatnot. But like, I hope, because here's the thing. Again, we are 2 weeks away. This would have been a perfect time for Toei to announce how the hell U.S. viewers are supposed to watch Zets. Not a peep. Not a peep. I looked around for any Toku news this week. Nothing. So Toei is kind of like dragging their feet here till the last possible moment, which is a little concerning. But ultimately, excuse me, sneeze. But ultimately, we should be finding that out in the coming days. At least that's what I hope we'll find out. But yeah, we haven't heard. I've been following their socials and everything. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check right now in the off chance maybe they said something. I don't think they did, but I'm gonna check in the off chance that something was said on their socials. Um, so let's go ahead and take a look. Kamen Rider EN. Woke up in bike gatta, and then woke up in a new bike gatti. Okay, that's fucking funny. Okay, so they actually huh, the day after I'm just seeing this. They actually introduced. They did a whole series of tweets where they acknowledged the actors. So we didn't get the sizzle reel that they got in Japan. We just got a tweet where they revealed some people. So actually, I'm gonna bring this up on screen right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. So they did. This was the day after we did last week's show, which is why I didn't see it. But yeah, they added this. Let me browser source it. That is not enough screen real estate. There we go. Close enough. So they did a whole thing here where we're gonna go ahead and zoom that in there. They did a whole thing where they actually acknowledge the up and coming actors. We didn't. So Japan got like their preview sizzle reel that they would have at the end of the episode of Kamen Rider Gavv, but we instead got this. It does not let me move any further than that, which sucks. Can I zoom in on this? You killing me, Smalls. Yeah, close enough. So yeah, they did this. Let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. That's not what I meant to move to the back. Let's move this. Okay, so the world of Kamen Rider Zets grows even bigger. We are excited to reveal the newest cast members. And then they go on to mention Ryutaro Imai, who is playing Baku Yorozu. The protagonist of Kamen Rider Zets, he is a mysterious agent who dives into people's dreams to complete secret missions and receives his transformation belt from Code, who sends in commands within their dreams. Code, I'm assuming, is either a machine or is the name of the organization. That's what I'm assuming. Because again, we didn't get an English sizzle reel like they did in Japan. We got this, so which kind of sucks. Nemu, who is played by Maho Horiguchi, who is a beloved celebrity who appears in everyone's dreams the moment they see her, taking on all kinds of roles within the dream world. She's the story's heroine and Baku's personal favorite. I don't know what that means. Personal favorite. A love interest, friend? Like what are you smoking here? What are you smoking here? So that's what we got there, and then there were. I'm gonna have to pull up the replies individually. Hold on, because I'm not logging into Twitter inside my browser. And then we have. I'm not looking at Twitter inside OBS Studio. That'd be weird. So they mentioned them. And then we have. Excuse me. And then we have here Tetsuya Fujimi, which very close to Tatsumi Fujinami. I don't know why. Tetsuya Fujimi, played by Kenta Mishima, who's a detective inspector investigating the mysterious and unsolved black cases. So he's a cold case investigator, passionate and driven by justice, but often at odds with those around him. So he's the Hanto. He's the Hanto of the group, right? Um, we have Nagumo, Naska Naguma, played by Rina Onuki, who is a fellow inspector working alongside Tetsuya. Despite her leaked background, she's assigned to the enigmatic black cases and isn't entirely sold on the path her career has taken. Um, so I do believe Nemu or Nazca are in line for a belt. They are in line for a belt, but I'm assuming that I don't know how you're going to get away with a rider belt between the boobies. I don't know how you're going to get away with that. Or at the very least, maybe the whole series is everyone wears their belts weirdly, and she'll probably like wear them on her legs or some crap. I don't know. Well, it'll probably be something weird. Um, let's see. Minami Yorozu, played by Mikiyagi, who is Baku's younger sister and roommate. Talent manager, who lives in a disciplined, healthy lifestyle, but no idea about Baku's double life as an agent, so she's always dragging him out of it. Very much Kabuto themed. There's a Kabuto theme there, right? There's a Kabuto theme because he is basically, well, there's a bit of Kabuto and a bit of drive to it, right? Kabuto, like, again, because Kabuto, she's the little sister, but also drive because, like, you know how he was, where it's like he just laid around, ate milk candies all day, didn't give a fuck, and he had to be dragged up to do shit. So there's a little bit of Kabuto and drive in that. Then we have Zero, who's voiced by Jay Kabira, who is the commander of the Secret Defense Organization. Okay, so Code is a secret defense organization. Okay. So he is the Zero, which I'm assuming is their AI, which I believe is the bike? Is the sentient bike? I believe that is. Yeah, Zero is the sentient bike. I'm looking at the picture of him. Zero is the sentient bike. And then we have the villain, Nox, who's played by Yuki Furukawa, who's a mysterious feature lurking behind the nightmares. No one knows who he is, where he came from, or even how old he might be. He slips into people's dreams, intent on turning reality into a nightmare. So he's the big bag, which Nox is such a villain name. Like, am I alone in that? Like, I believe Nox, Nox, that is such a villain name. And if he like uses poison, oh, that is, or some sort of toxic gas or something. Yeah, that is the name to a T. Nox sounds so much like a villain name, and I think that is a sweet name for him. So yeah, those are all the stuff that's been revealed. They might reveal more tomorrow. I don't know if this is like a weekly thing that they do on Tuesdays. I'll probably check tomorrow and then see if they say anything. But yeah, but speaking of tomorrow, for those of you who are just coming in, who are just seeing this, tomorrow there is going to be, or at least an attempt will be made to do a live react to the Kirby Air Riders Direct. It's 45 minutes, which intrigues me. Why does a direct for one game need to be 45 minutes? So we're going to actually figure that out together as a viewer. So if you guys are up early tomorrow, um, I will be live streaming that on Twitch and YouTube. I'll be doing my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ at callsignhenshin. I'll be doing the live react to the Kirby Air Rider Direct. We're going to see that, or at least I'll try to. If I don't wake up by before the Direct, um, it's probably not going to happen. But or I'll probably say something on Twitter about the Direct. But for the most part, I'm going to try to do the stream. Otherwise, you'll be getting your Thursday stream as normal for Fallout London. There is no Arma stream on Saturday, folks. I have prior obligations, so there will be no Arma stream on Saturday. So I hope you guys will, hopefully you will know that. But I hope you will come out for Thursday stream or tomorrow's stream if I manage to do it. So I want to thank y'all for coming out to another episode of the Superhero Zatsudan. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's always a pleasure to do this show every Monday. I enjoy doing it so much because it lets me actually, watch Sentai with you guys, and Kamen Rider, obviously. I mean, Tokusatsu is what I meant to say. It allows me to watch Tokusatsu with y'all, and we all get to enjoy it, and just have a good time with it, and have a good time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. I will be back on Thursday. Let's see who I am rating today. Yeah, who is live? Who is live right now? We do a little rating. We do a little rating. We do a little rating. We do. Handoseo, hatoseo, eh. I mean, in the wind in the morning. Yeah, Jambo heo, jambo heo. Hmm. I don't really see anyone on a raid. No raid today. No raid today. We're just gonna call it. Um, yeah, we're just gonna call it today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you all on either tomorrow for the Air Rider Direct, or I will see you on Thursday for Fallout London as we continue our trek down Old Blighty. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all either tomorrow or Thursday. I love you. Remember, you're valid. You're awesome. But remember, the future is in your hands. Live the day. Seize it. Because you never know what tomorrow brings, or if there even is a tomorrow. So live your life to the fullest. That is the word of this soldier of fortune. Once again, it's been your boy, Call Sign Handshake, coming to you live from the year 2285. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you guys either tomorrow for the direct or Thursday for London. I love you. Take it easy. Until then, remember, the future's in your hands. I'll see you next time. Peace.